Good morning, ma'am. May I know which editorials are worth going through in today's newspaper?
Yes, absolutely. There's a very important editorial in the Hindu's opinion section today, which is about the evolution of pension reforms in India. So come, let's have a look. Now, the editorial is the evolution of pension reforms in India. There has been a gradual but decisive shift from a welfare-based social assistance to a more participatory inclusion framework. So, India's aging population and the pension burden. So, India's elderly population, which is 60 plus, we are talking about, is rising rapidly. 153 million. Okay, 153 million today, projected to reach 347 million by 2050. All right. So, a large portion of senior citizens lack formal social security because 90% of India's workforce is in the informal sector, with more people living longer. Ensuring income security for the elderly has become a major policy challenge. Now, there are welfare-based schemes to shift to contributory pension model as well. Earlier pension systems like old age pension near NSAP were non-contributory, government-funded and welfare-driven. Over time, India shifted towards a participatory, saving-based, contributory model due to rising fiscal burden on government, need to expand coverage to informal sector workers, and ensuring long-term sustainability as well. Now, there are key pension reforms that have been in India. So, IGNOAPS, the Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme, is a social assistance program launched in 1995 for persons aged over 65 living below the poverty line (BPL). Subsequent changes expanded scheme eligibility and strengthened financial support, leading to significant rise in the enrollment. It is the first among national efforts taken to provide a direct, regular source of income to the older population in the unorganized and economically vulnerable section of society. So, old age pensions, they are part of National Social Assistance Programs (NSAP), as they already talked about, and this provides 200 to 500 rupees per month. Extremely low, and eligibility is based on poverty, has limited reach and low adequacy. Then NPS we have, which is National Pension System, launched in 2004 for government employees, later opened for all citizens. A defined contribution scheme where returns depend on market performance, includes NSP, Swavalamban for unorganized sector. Then we have Atal Pension Yojana, APY, launched in 2016, targets informal workers and guarantees fixed pension. Then we have challenges also, which is low awareness, fragmented system, coverage gap for informal workers are also there, and women participate particularly affected are regions. Then we have opportunities also, and the way forward is also here in the third and last paragraph. Now let us talk about the UPSC relevance of this topic. So GS paper 2, for GS paper 2 it is very important, welfare schemes and vulnerable sections. Then we have GS paper 3 for inclusive growth, it is very important. Then for GS paper 1, society perspective, it is very important. For GS paper 3 as well as essay paper, it becomes highly important. If you want a deeper analysis of this editorial, please go watch our DNA video, and that's it for today. Thank you for watching.